Farm. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Harriet Maloba. Today, as we are still going on with our coastal series, we are going to do Samaki wa Kupaka, or in English, fish in coconut sauce, Swahili way. And to accompany that, we will make on the side just plain coconut rice for the coastal way. So what do we need? We have our fish, which we have already deep fried earlier. So you only marinate with salt and lemon and garlic briefly, then you fry. We'll need 2 onions, 4 tomatoes that we have skinned, and then we have chopped with our knife very finely. And then we will have, of course, the coconut. We have the water, and we have the milk, the light milk and the heavy milk, the thick milk. And this is the light. And then we will have our garlic that we are going to pound with a mortar, or if you have a grater, you can be able to grate. We have chili. We are going to use them whole. Why? Because the aroma from the chili will help us clear the strong smell of coconut oil. And then, of course, we have lemon juice, which is going to be the final wrap of the Samaki wa Kupaka. So as we prepare for the fish, we can put our milk, our light coconut milk for the rice. So the rice is 1 of this cup. This cup, if you don't have a weighing scale, it's actually a half a kilogram. So this is 500 grams. So 2 of this of light coconut milk, and then of course we have the thick milk, which we are going to finish with, and then we have cardamom husks, which we are going to put for the coconut oil not to be very strong, plus the cinnamon sticks. So we are going to put those ones because we are going to be cooking all of them at the same time. We dovetail so that we spend less time in the kitchen. So we put our water for the coconut rice to go on. Okay, and that's the cover. So when it boils, we will proceed with it. So for the fish, we will have our pan. Always remember to put the handle away to avoid accidents in the kitchen. And a dash of oil. Remember, a dash, because coconut also has oil, so we don't want to do a lot of oil. So that one is just to brown the onions as we proceed. So just put your onions, let them brown a bit. And at the same time, remember, we are doing also the rice. So pound your garlic. For them to be finely done, you put some bit of salt, just slightly. The salt will help it to be completely crushed. The kitchen is very interesting if you spend small bits of time. So when you are in your kitchen, try and maximize the time by making several items at the same time. Our garlic is ready. Keep turning the onions. And since they are not ready yet, we can still wash the rice. So that when our rice water boils, we will be ready. So our water is almost, you put your spices. So we have our cinnamon sticks and our cardamom husks to allow them boil together. Yes, our onions are, they finished sweating, now they are browning. I will pin the two recipes down on the video, so let it not bother you. I'll put the recipes for you. Yeah, the onions are, they are ready. So I like using curry powder so that it can give me a bit of color, because of the coconut is very white. But I'll put it in the onions so that it can cook before I add the liquids. And you know, tomato has liquids. So I like it cooked well to burn with the heat before I add the tomatoes. So we added it with the garlic. Then now we can add our tomatoes. If you like it deep colored, then you can also use tomato paste, but it's optional. It's not a must that you have tomato paste. If you have enough tomatoes, that's okay. So once you have put tomatoes, reduce heat and cover so that the tomatoes can cook completely. As we attend now to our rice, which is already the water is boiling. So you can see the water is boiling. It's already giving very nice aroma. We add some salt into the rice. I like to clear as I move, so you forgive me for that. Yes, so we have 2 pots with us. They are cooking well. I like having uh, the back bit of the dania for cooking because of the 2 soft sticks, and then I normally use the leaves to finish it up when it's cooked. So these ones I will add now at this juncture. Yes, our tomatoes are already nicely cooked. So now we can add the light water tuijepesi. Plus some bit of salt. Remember we used some little salt to pound the garlic. So as you add the salt, you have to be keen so that you don't over salt. So from there, you can correct the salt kidogo. Just a bit, because even the fish itself had salt in the marination before it was fried. So once you have it like that, then we can add the fish. The chili, we are putting them whole because we just want the aroma from the chili. We don't want the taste. So we can use our tool now. Then we cover and reduce the heat so that it can cook slowly until when the sauce has evaporated. That's when we will put the thick sauce now so that it can be thicker. Meanwhile, our rice is doing well. So both dishes will be ready at the same time. So once we have them like that, we can now cover and let it simmer for 20 minutes before or by then the light water would have reduced. Good. So as it simmers, we proceed so we still have the thick milk and the final dania for topping up. These ones we are done with them. We go to the rice. Yeah, you can see it's coming out well. It is long grain, so it's coming out quite well. The Swahili themselves call it wali wa nazi na samaki wa kupaka. So you can still use samaki wa kupaka or the fish in coconut sauce to accompany ugali and mchicha, or you can still use to accompany muhogo wa nazi, cassava in coconut sauce. So it can accompany many dishes depending on what you are serving your family that particular day. So once the water has reduced completely, then we will put in our thick coconut milk and reduce the heat so that it can cook slowly. Or if you prefer, you can still put in the oven for it to dry, or you can still put foil paper, then put a kifuniko and a lid, a kifuniko or a lid, whichever language you are using, and then you put charcoal on top for the rice to dry completely. But ours, we are just going to dry it on the burner here, or we can still use the oven, no problem. You can still use the oven so that it goes faster. So you can see the water in our rice has reduced. So we are going to add the coconut cream or tui la kwanza. That is the thick coconut milk. So once we have added like that, then now we can put it in the oven as we finish our fish. So that it can dry, that we cover it. Then now we attend to our fish. Wow, smelling nice and looking beautiful. It's completely dry, just very little sauce is left. So now we can finalize with coconut cream or tuizito. Very thick and nice. So that will do it briefly. So make sure it's not sticking down. That's why you see I'm trying to pass my spoon all over to confirm that it's not sticking, because if it sticks, then that smell will interfere with the aroma of the burning smell will interfere with the aroma of our dish. Wow, looking great. So let's cover briefly for our tui or the coconut cream to cook completely. As we prepare our garnishes, so this will go on top of the fish when we are finalizing, plus the lemons. We'll squeeze lemon juice, and then I want to use this grape that will garnish the rice, plus a few leaves of dhania, coriander. We'll use them to garnish the rice. Just a few. That's enough. Plus I just want to make a tomato twist, so I need the peel. So this I'll just roll to get a small garnish for my rice. Get a small rolls for my rice. Yeah. So that one I put on top. Now, so when they're ready, I will do a plate for a guest, and then we put it on the table. Our rice is ready by now. We can switch off the oven and remove. Yes, it's very ready. And our fish is also ready, so we can give it a dash of lemon juice. So we can plate for the guests. Let's mold our rice instead of just putting it. Smelling nice with the coconut. And the long grain has come out so well. I like long grain rice. So we are putting it on one side because we want to put our fish this side. So we have our roast in the middle of the rice. As a garnish, we can have our berries on the sides there, and then here. Just a simple garnish. And you always learn to garnish your food with edible items so that somebody can still eat them, not artificial. So let's put our fish. So hakikisha the sauce umepaka juu, ndio maana tunamuita wa kupaka. Then we make sure the plate is clean, it's presentable. Remove any spills that have gone on the side before you take it to the table. If you have mabinda or they are called what, ladies fingers, or what's the other name for mabinda? Kiswahili it's mabinda or lady fingers or okra. You could also make briefly toss them in a bit of margarine, and then you could place there if you love them. It's optional. Or mchicha, that is the green vegetable from coast. You could also place it there and serve. Or whatever vegetables that you would prefer, you can still place there and serve. So let us place our dish on the table. You can place, remember, as I said, plated plate, always place it from the right. So our guests will have to enjoy himself ready. You can have a glass of juice, a glass of water, simple meal, nice setting for as long as it's presentable and your family will enjoy. At this juncture, we come to the end of this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, hit that bell so that every time I upload a video, you're amongst the first people to be notified and you be amongst my gang to wait and watch my video. I love you so much. Be educated in all the things I do. Thank you for this company. I don't take it for granted. Thank you, my fans.
Getting sprung. We used to dance the night away, hang out the whole next day.